So I'm gonna try and do this video, okay? Lyndon already knows how to do left, but I'm gonna try and make this for a video for people to show them how to do left, okay? Where their dog might struggle so they can reference this. So usually, as long as the dog's working for food, we're going to work this, make sure they don't have a dog, work this kind of like a connect the dots. So left means come and sit at my left side. It means come towards me. You're going to have the dog come towards you from the front, start far away from you, turn towards your butt, just gonna do it now, and then end next to you. Yes. In order to get it into one solid motion though, we have to break down the behavior into smaller parts. So in order to do that with a lot of dogs, we have to reward those incremental steps, which is where connecting the dots comes in. Okay? So we're always gonna release the dog with an okay. Usually reward them when they come up. Yes. Reward them once here. Yes. And then once back here. Yes. And we're delivering a treat on that turn. Yes. And then end in the sit. Yes. Now I don't care that she's super far back just yet. Okay. Now when I'm delivering the food, I have like a couple pieces of food in my hand. My hand is nice and flat. I'm holding them between the thumb and like the flat base of my fingers and the palm of my hand, and dispersing one piece of food at a time. Lyndon. Yes. I can also like Pez dispense them, where I'm like rolling them out through my thumb. So I like take the treat and I like roll it out and I deliver it kind of like that, and then they can take it out from there. So that way I'm not delivering it like this and then the dog bites my fingers here. So one here. Yes. Yes. Turn towards your butt. Yes. Notice my foot is back. Yes. Reward them when they get here. Start pulling their head up. Yes. Good. Some dogs you have to really keep their head up, and she knows how to do this. Really keep their head up. Hold your hand at head level. Don't hold your hand up here. She's not going to jump. She knows not to. But if you hold your hand up here, what's gonna? Oh, she might now. Here, up here. Yeah. See how she jumps up? Because I'm holding the treat too high. Okay. So we want to mitigate that by keeping our hand nice and low. Lyndon. Yes. Yes. And then, yes. We end up making the behavior nice and smooth. Yes. Yes. Oh, up here. Now because I've done this a couple times. Yes. 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 Again, and notice how I'm also rewarding with my hand facing the dog. Again, flat, facing, pretty much at head level. Her head's slightly elevated, but it's not like all the way up here where, I'm not pulling my hand back. I'm not afraid that she's gonna bite me. Her teeth are scraping me, but if I start pulling back, she's gonna start trying to chase. We don't want that. The only time that we would do that is, okay, if the dog, the only time we would want the chase is like stuck out here and they're not moving, we would like boop them in the face and get them to chase, and get them to want to take the food and do it that way. Yes. So let's show it one more time, okay? One, yes. Yes. Turn towards your butt, yes. Up here. Yes. 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 We want to reward multiple times while in position. Yes. Yes. Good. Now for bigger dogs, okay, what we would have to do is, again, notice that I'm going to take my leg back. I'm going to step far out, pull them out and around, step up. Yes. And that's like how the final behavior would look once they've started taking treats a little bit more fluidly. Yes. So you're going to connect the dots, do one set of treats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and sit. Lyndon, sit. Yes. 5 in the sit. Okay. Then maybe you start only doing Lyndon. 2. Yes. Yes. 1 for coming near you and behind you. 1 ending in a sit. Okay. So you go from like 5 to 3 to 2, start fading it out, and then ending with just the lure and 1. Yes. Okay. You're just not even gonna search for that one. And then you can start phasing it out all together up here. Come on. Yes. Yes. Okay. So Lyndon has never been taught right. So to really kind of throw this all together and show how I would train it from the beginning, and I've done this before with dogs because she knows left. So how would I do it for a dog that's never done it before? Let's try and do it with right. The concept is the exact same. The only difference is that I'm putting my right leg back. I'm having the dog start on my right side, turn towards my body, towards the right side of my body, and then they're gonna sit on my right side. That's the only difference. You're just flip-flopping it. And when your dog is sitting on the left, they're making a backwards J when they're gonna end in the position. When they're gonna sit on the right, they're going to make a regular J. So you're luring them in that normal J pattern. So let's see if we can work through that. Yes. She's never done this before. So here's that. Yes, connect the dots position. Yes. 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 Okay. And that's how we would teach it. Yes. 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 Okay. Good. Yes. 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 Ooh, so there my hand went too high. And she went up too much. So turn towards the right. Yes. There. Yes. 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 And we just taught her how to do the right position. Okay? So this is ideal because usually like my more advanced dogs, I teach them left, right, heel on the left, heel on the right. I do teach the switch. Yes. So that, here I'm gonna wait her out. Yes. Yes. My right hand's not normally my treat hand, so this is a little weird for me. Oh, so this is a confusion state. She's offering behaviors, so I'm just gonna wait. This might be something that your dog does. I started increasing expectations a little too fast, so I'm just gonna, here. Yes. Yes. Notice I'm not saying anything. But this is weird for her. But I'm not gonna reward her unless she sits next to me. Yes, there you go, yes. Yes, my right hand's clearly, yes, not my treat giving hand, okay. So 1, 2, yes, 3, yes, and this is going to be 4, yes, okay. But connect those dots, build that behavior incrementally, end in that sit position. Some dogs might not even sit right away. You can just end them in that stand, yes, okay, and then build the sit later, yes, yes. There's 3 treats, nope, so she doesn't get it until she sits, nope. I'm just gonna grab more treats. Now this is gonna be a really good example. Yes, yes. She is a little bit more, yes, okay. Spatially sensitive. So this is a good example for a dog for that, where like she's not gonna be super close to me in like a weird sense. Like she knows that this is the area where she should be close to me. She should never be close to me right here. Like this is weird. Notice how she backs up? Like I never reward her in front of me. Over here, this is also a non-area of reinforcement for her. So we're building that area of reinforcement. So that's part of the reason why she's like swinging her butt out. She's trying to face me. She's like, this is not right. Normally I sit next to you on the left side. She's gonna try and face me. You know, she's normally been told like, nope, you're not allowed to be on this side. Every time she's gone behind me ever, you know, on this side, I've always put her back on the left. So this is kind of going against everything that she's been taught. And we're breaking down some barriers. Yes. 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 And teaching her new things. And then that's it. Yes. Okay. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the sit. Release with that okay. Build it up to 3 treats, 2 treats, 1 lure, and then I usually like to end with, I just do a left, 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 sometimes, and then it's just that. And then a couple of my last dogs that I fully trained to the point where they're, you know, fully off leash, all I do is recall and they automatically throw themselves into a left position because it's always come left, and it's just auto every single time they recall and just go right into it. I've had some dogs where I would just recall and point to a side that I would want, and they would throw themselves into that side. And that was really fun too, because it kind of engaged their mind a little bit. Lyndon, here, left. Yes, that was a little sloppy, but I also don't work with you every day anymore. Okay. Left. Good. Okay. So that's kind of how you would build that. Do it incrementally. If your dog ever stops and doesn't want the food, tries to offer a sit or a down, you know, you're just gonna hold that food in front of them, kind of boop them on the nose, get them to move, maybe use a little bit of leash pressure, give them a release cue. Sometimes they get confused and they're like, well, I gave you a down and I know I'm not ever supposed to break down, so just give them a release cue, and then they might come and go get the food. Lyndon, down. Oh, you got your leg stuck. Here, okay. Yeah. Come here. Yeah. No wonder that was so slow. How did you do that? There you go. So that's how I would teach the left. I would do this in the living room, Do this in the kitchen, do this in your basement, do this in your backyard, do this in your driveway, do this in your garage, do this in your front yard, come to a park and go do this. There's a couple people here. There's a dude that like walked behind us while doing this. You know, while I'm doing this, like I'm simultaneously also waiting for dogs to come to the park because it's like a nice sunny morning. There was a dog here when we pulled in. Unfortunately, they left, but you know, I'm just killing time and working on obedience. And we're also here gonna go socialize and work on our reactivity issues as well. So, you know, we're just polishing up new things, doing some new tricks, you know, getting some exercise, and doing that. You know, start at a park, doing it on pavement, then go do it on like the grass. Don't do it like right off the trail, because when you go right off the trail, what's gonna happen is you're in like all the typical pee spots, and when you're in the typical pee spots, what are they gonna do? They're gonna be like, who peed here? They're looking at the pee mail. Who pooped here? What's up? You know, what did Phoebe, you know, eat for breakfast yesterday? And they're more interested in that than they are actually doing the work. So, you know, some of the parks by me have like nice, huge open fields. Baseball fields are really great. You know, go work in the dirt, go work in the outfield and practice that.